Good morning, everybody. Here we are on track 4 for the semi-finals, I believe, of Division 2. My name is Melodrama.
And I am Psycho Dyko, and we are pumped to be here with you this morning. It's been an amazing weekend of all of the derby here at TGSS.
It has been pretty exciting. And playing today, Inner West Roller Derby League is up against the Diamond Valley Roller Derby Club. Playing for Inner West, we have Hips Don't Lies, Vixen Vaporizer, Ginger Roger, Boxy Lady, Luna Doom, Ruby Menace, Loose Cannon, Chevy Chase, Bonnie Doom, Lee Rex, Crushy Amplet, Velvet Whiplash, Teratoma, and Lioness.
And playing for Diamond Valley, we have Campaign, Vodka Bruiser, Buster Seams, Rochelle, 5 Foot Feisty, Venus Thigh Slap, Reprimanda, Skate Invader, Penalty Box, Pepper Vendetta, Bash and Broncos, Platypus, and Slappuccino. And Venus Thigh Slap out in front, getting it started off for Diamond Valley with the lead jam straight away.
Luna Doom caught behind a wall of Diamond Valley's, having to get a bit of an assist from Lee Rex, her blocker, to try to get the inside line, and there she goes.
And starting it off nice and fast early, Venus Thigh Slap getting the big 4 points and calling off the jam. I think we're going to see some very fast hits and put in derby to start us off. Both teams will be keen to get as many on the board whilst minimising the damage from the other team. And Boxy Lady, I've been seeing her all weekend in her stripy pastel rainbow. Going for the stars today, just ramping up a bit for the finals.
Well, I think the stars will make it go faster. She's hoping to channel the power. She actually got those shorts from my dad. He's got a similar pair, except his are blue and silver. But Boxy likes to channel his strength and determination.
And Boxy definitely got the strength. Almost first step out in front.
First play to the penalty box, and Boxy first jammer to the penalty box. Power jam nice and early for Diamond Valley. And that'd be Rochelle that will take the opportunity to make all points.
Rochelle has been a very strong jammer here all weekend. And she's through again for another big 5 points. She can definitely take a hit, Rochelle. She just
bounces off her.
Utilises
got some
power force.
Got some protective coating of some sort. Inner West choosing to sprint, pushing her out of bounds there. The 3-wall Chevy Chase, Crushy Amplet, and Ruby Menace having to yield 5 more points for the Valley. And that jam coming to a conclusion. Now, just for anyone who hasn't been down here to the Adelaide Showground, there are 4 tracks in one pavilion. That means 4 sets of referee whistles, 4 sets of very confused teams somehow.
We've had I don't know about you, but I've witnessed a few false starts this weekend.
Definitely.
Jammers hearing a whistle and wanting to run for it, not realising it was a track nearby. And Venus Thigh Slap, I hope you can see this at home, doing her patented hypnotic sway on the jammer line.
The hula jam. She starts the power jam with the hula. Boxy Lady back on the track. Boxy, we've seen throughout this campaign, Boxy has had some trouble with track cuts, and we know she's been working on it. Standing on lines in the footpath, looking for zebras to stomp along. Not really.
Venus Thigh Slap now finding herself up against the Inner West, gets around Ginger Dodger. Past Bonnie Doom, who tried the last minute burst, but pulling it off to get the big 5 points. And none of the ball there for Inner West.
Both teams have worked very hard to get here. Some very close matches throughout this tournament. Inner West always looking a little bit worse for wear in the first 5 or 6 jams, but they've managed to come together and they've won each game they've played. Similarly, Diamond Valley, although there was one particular game where Diamond Valley was quite a dominant force.
Rochelle, one of their dominant forces, wearing a star now for Diamond Valley, and Velvet Whiplash finding herself recycled all the way back by Slappuccino. But Inner West doing an excellent job to hold on to Rochelle, so Velvet Whiplash finds her way through on the inside to get the lead.
That Inner West 3-wall there, Crushy Amplet, Chevy Chase, and Hips Don't Lies, deceivingly wearing someone else's shirt.
Yes, the Players like to keep us on our toes, mixing it up a little bit. Velvet Whiplash has now found a way back around. She is struggling to find her way back out though. Almost out now, she's face to face with Vodka Bruiser wearing all of the ones. Great work there from Velvet Whiplash to hold on the inside of the line. And yes, there is a big 5 in the air there for Velvet Whiplash. She did overlap the jammer as well.
I believe that's Inner West's first 5 points. Diamond Valley way ahead, 19 points. A lot of urging there from the Inner West bench to Velvet to call that jam off. Not quite quick enough. Diamond Valley adding 2 to their score.
Velvet Whiplash going down and amongst a lot of skaters there. I think her jam ref might not quite have seen the hands flying to the hips, but she still managed to stop it just to the 2 points for Diamond Valley. Great work there from Velvet Whiplash.
And of course,
8-point jam.
The referees and non-skating officials have been working stupidly busy schedules. Not like us luxurious commentators.
Oh, so luxurious. Luna Doom trying to work her way around the back, but Venus Thigh Slap finds her way through in the front, getting the lead for Diamond Valley.
Luna having to get a bit of an assist there from Lee Rex. She is nearly finished her initial pass, but recycled to the inside line. Back behind the pack, getting lapped there by Venus. Venus decides to call it off. I suspect both teams realise that time is going to be precious and hitting the points and then calling it off straight away to give themselves the maximum number of jams.
Yes, 30 minutes can fly by when you've got to try and get as many points on the board as you can. Vodka Bruiser back on the line with all of the ones for Diamond Valley, and Boxy Lady with those super sparkly pants.
Thanks, Dad.
Whistle blows, Vodka Bruiser going for the hit on Boxy Lady, doing a little defense, but then now working her way through. Very tough trio there, joined now all four of them from Diamond Valley holding on, as well as all 4 from Inner West. Great work from the blockers.
Terrifically matched. Each team one blocker to the penalty box. Some vigorous blocking going on there. These teams are not going to give up very easily.
We are a third of the way around the track and still no lead jammer. Great work from the pack.
Vodka Bruiser pushing to the inside line. Track cut given to Vodka Bruiser. That gives Boxy Lady the power jam.
Boxy Lady now getting the assist. Inner West blockers all coming to help on the offensive.
And she streaks on through the middle. She took the middle and she is lead jammer.
A lot of pinballing through the pack there before she could find her way out. Boxy Lady communicating to her blockers exactly what she wants.
And interestingly enough, I don't know if you've noticed, but over on the Inner West bench, the next pack are actually standing. That's very unusual for them. Normally they're sitting, they chill, they don't rush themselves, but today obviously a very different pace.
Very different pace, and Boxy Lady feeling that big hit there from Campaign, decides that she's had enough of the jam, calling it off just as Vodka Bruiser is standing up in the penalty box.
That gives Luna Doom the power jam start. Luna no slouch on the skates, of course, and a big hello to Mama and Papa Doom. They watch every single match that their kids play, and we love them.
Hi to the Doom family. Hi guys.
We love them.
Why wouldn't you? They created 2 amazing skaters, Luna Doom and Bonnie Doom. Fantastic skaters out there for Inner West. Luna Doom trying to find a way on the inside as Vodka Bruiser comes back on. Inner West blockers were well and truly pumped and ready for her.
Pepper Vendetta trying to give Bruiser a bit of an assist there. The 3-wall collapsing for Inner West, so Vodka gets through. Luna on her scoring pass.
She does have the lead. I'm sure we'll see some quick points in calling it off. Yes, Vodka Bruiser is quite quick on the skates when she's out.
She's quick and she's strong, so it's not even just a thing of if you hit it and she's going to go down. She's not going to go down easily.
I've seen her take some massive hits. I've seen some blockers line her up and just bounce straight back off. Velvet Whiplash looking very excited there on the line. two dancing jammers. Velvet Whiplash with the two steps.
That stuff's contagious. Velvet stood still last game.
Venus thigh slap, the hypnotic sway, and charging forward.
Venus thigh slap, finding a gap on the outside line.
But she's
Oh, no, it wasn't a gap. It was the outside-inside line back to the outside track cut.
Chaos on the track. Looks like we got ourselves a toe stop in the middle of the track.
Lee's Cannon with some toe stop problems.
She's had to crawl off the track, so that will see Inner West with one blocker down. Velvet Whiplash trying to work her way through. And
That's
the big
5
5
points.
points.
Score's getting a little bit closer. 6 the difference. And this being only the 8th jam. Geez, 8 jams went quickly, didn't they?
They really did, but every one of those 8 jams was intense. Looks like we've got ourselves a timeout to Diamond Valley. Just going to take a moment to have a bit of a chat and rejuvenate. We'll take a moment to tell you about our fantastic sponsors. First and foremost, a big shout out though to the Adelaide Showground.
This is a tremendous venue.
Without those guys, we would be outside. And it's cold out there.
It's cold out. It's cold inside, but it's colder outside. Most definitely.
And also Spank Alley, Clinic, Hellcat clothing with all of the derby gear that you could possibly want. Make sure you get online and have a look at all of the fantastic gear they've got on offer.
Thank you also to Adelaide Roller Derby League. They put this tournament on and it is absolutely fantastic. Track times, schedules, all the volunteers, organising all the first aid, and for me, most importantly, very clean toilets.
Very clean toilets and constantly filled with toilet paper.
I know, right? How do they do that? They are focused and committed. It's the little things that make a good tournament great, and I reckon this is great. The Great Southern Slam is great.
It is. It's fantastic. If you're not here, you should be here in 2 years' time for the next one.
More and more teams every year.
And Boxy Lady starting it off on a power jam straight away for Inner West. But joined very quickly on the track, Venus thigh slap.
Venus going straight through the middle of the 3-ball. Lee Rex trying to push her out. Bonnie Doom trying to keep her in, but she's through the inside line and gets lead jammer. From the penalty box, that's no mean feat. Boxy Lady caught behind a wall of blockers. Inner West blockers reforming to meet Venus thigh slap. They need to get down low to brace with her mighty leg power. Charges through, of course that's jam off. May or may not have seen Boxy heading to the penalty box.
She was called for the cut. There was one referee signaling a no pass, no penalty, but the inside pack ref decided that it was most definitely a cut.
And not surprisingly, Inner West calling an official review, probably to confirm whether or not it was a no pass, no penalty or a track cut.
I'm going to go out and stick my head in there and find out what's going on.
In the meantime, I will tell you about Spank Alley. Spank Alley stocks top quality armbands, helmet covers, compression pants, and lots of other cool stuff. Anything that you might need to wear to play derby, Spank Alley can help you out. They've got lots of sales happening at the moment in conjunction with TGSS, so jump online and see if you can pick something up at a bargain. They are Spank Alley, and they are all things derby. The Clinic loves roller derby. You can visit their store here at the Adelaide Showgrounds, or you can shop online where they will give you free delivery Australia-wide. With over 16 years in the game, they can help you with all your derby needs. That's The Clinic. They're based on Curry Street in Adelaide, or check them out online with that free delivery. Hellcat Clothing can also help you with your athletic roller derby gear. Their little bit of difference is that they know you're a little bit different. Not in a bad way, of course. You're a little bit different in a good way. And perhaps you would like some customised and personalised roller derby shorts, leggings, workout gear, whatever else you can think of. That's Hellcat Clothing. No success on the official review there. After all, there is generally a quota of one successful official review per 7 or 8 years, and that of course was yesterday on one of the previous, I think it was the Diamond Valley game.
It was indeed, and he was very excited. It was his first ever official review that he's won, but as we said, it was the first one in about 7 or 8 years. So the official review was on the track cut and the no pass, no penalty. So the no pass, no penalty was on the initiator, but one of the non-initiators had established a re-entry point. She did cut in front of one of the non-initiators, so the track cut will stand.
In the meantime, Diamond Valley's bench manager, Indiana Bones, still chatting in the middle there to the referee. I think it's Refucius.
Yes, it is Refucius out there, and that looked like a very intense chat, but both of them walking away looking content. I wouldn't say happy, but content.
Content is sometimes all you can get. And I don't know if you felt that, Psycho Darko, but the temperature has dropped by about 3 degrees, just in that 2-minute period.
I did indeed. I'm pretty sure this slight gap in the back of the chair is causing my buttocks to become a little frozen. Vodka Bruiser, I think, is feeling the coolness as well. She's not standing still on those skates, but she is pumped and ready to go, starting it off on a power jam straight away for Diamond Valley.
And you will see players throughout this tournament trying to keep themselves warm. Lots of dancing, lots of movement, just keeping all those muscles going.
So they can charge off just like that. Vodka Bruiser found that outside line gap and blasting away.
Vodka Bruiser about to meet the blockers. Diamond Valley managing to hold Lioness at the back of the pack away from her people. Vodka Bruiser charging over the top of fallen skaters. She gets 5 points.
She should change her name to Steamroller. She just charges through.
Vodka Bruisers have that effect on me. Boxy Lady out of the penalty box, straight into one of the Diamond Valley players.
She stays inside on the inside line there and gets her way out for her initial pass. Be interesting to see how Vodka Bruiser plays this. So she'll get the call from her bench.
Interestingly enough, through the tournament, anyone following Boxy Lady's jamming would have seen that she's quite a relaxed, happy-go-lucky sort of person, but right now, intensity in the face. Players taking this round very, very seriously, and well, they should. They need to work very, very hard if they're going to have any effect on the other team.
Both teams have got their game faces on, that is for sure, as Luna Doom is going to line up head-to-head against Rochelle from Diamond Valley.
Bonnie Doom there offering some blocking. Lee Rex getting in there and slowing Rochelle down. She's now got Ginger Roger to beat. She's through. Referee calls a penalty. A high block for Lee Rex.
But we do have Luna Doom as the lead for Inner West.
And Luna calls that jam off. Same tactics, right? Both teams, same tactics. Hit it and quit it. Not surprising.
It's all what we've seen this weekend is those that don't do the hit and quit it derby are really getting shanked on the way through because the opposition jammers are just not stopping. There are some all the way to the last of the 4 whistles before they actually stop scoring the points.
There are occasions where it makes sense to keep on skating, where you've had particular difficulty getting the initial pass completed, for example, and when you've got lead, you want to hang on to it. But in most situations, I would have thought when people call it off after a power jam, that's been a little strange.
Yeah, there have been some quick call-offs that haven't made sense to us, but that's why we're announcing it not out of the track.
Comfortable here, though a little chilly. Velvet Whiplash unable to get past the very persistent blocking there of Splatterpuss.
Venus side slap now coming around for her scoring pass, running into a very tight Inner West.
Now wedged up against the penalty box. Velvet taking the panty off, threatening us with the whistle has blown a lot of confusion there.
And again, I believe that's with the tracks so close together in here and the whistles bouncing off the walls. Every now and then the skaters go, we're just going to keep going until someone just grabs us and tells us it's over, just stop.
Very nearly had 2-packs on the track. That would have been really interesting. A big shout out to 2-pack. Probably not loud enough. Vodka Bruiser jamming up the back there, toing and froing, only just past the jammer line. No pack called, which is meant to allow Luna to get through, but the pack manages to reform.
Very, very quickly reformed there, so Luna Doom still finds herself behind Diamond Valley Campaign, just slipping around the back to make her re-enter a long way back.
Luna with some trouble staying on her skates there.
And Luna has now been pushed to the back, but she has found her way out as Vodka Bruiser has the lead. Looks like we've got 4 apiece, all the blockers back on the track. That was Splatterpuss with a little hit there on Bonnie Doom. They're trying to hold the back.
That jam going the way of Inner West, according to the scoreboard, 2-1.
Great work there from Luna Doom.
And the blockers holding back that jammer.
Boxy Lady for the Inner West. Venus Thigh Slap for the Diamond Valley.
You're swaying with her, aren't you?
I am indeed. It is hypnotic. It is working.
Venus Thigh Slap getting a gap, massive gap on the outside line there. Boxy Lady trying to get past Slappuccino. Reprimander and Slappuccino holding back Boxy Lady.
Boxy Lady trying a little truck and trailer, but there is that inside line, managing to straddle like an absolute boss, to say. But the big 5 points on the board for Venus Thigh Slap. That was great work there from Boxy Lady. She had that look of pure panic. Oh, I've done it. Oh. Luckily just held on.
And the scoreboard reads 51 points by way of Diamond Valley, 24 points for Inner West. That is a 27-point difference.
Still just over 13 minutes to go here in the first half. Plenty of derby left, plenty of time for Inner West to get back on top.
Rochelle doing what she can to make that not happen. Luna Doom pushed to the outside line. Rochelle on her knees there, now behind Ginger Roger and Hips Don't Lies. Bonnie Doom bracing the 3-wall with Lyric supervising from the outside. Luna back behind her pack. A star pass attempted by Rochelle manages to do so to Splatterpuss.
Splatterpuss trying to put on the star, and Luna Doom looking up as the lead, but leading from behind. Decides to call it off.
And my theory seems right. Neither team wasting any time, calling it off as soon as they need to.
No point in wearing out their own skaters. They want to be as fresh as they can. Both teams have good endurance, but they will be tested today. I feel it's going to be a very intense, full 30 minutes.
15 jams already underway.
15 jams.
That's with 12 minutes left in this half. Gonna be hectic.
Vodka Bruiser inside, outside, back to the inside, and has the lead as Velvet Whiplash.
Track cuts. And that gives Vodka Bruiser the power jam.
Velvet Whiplash really did try to hold on by the toe stops, but not quite making it. And it looks like Lioness is trapped at the back by Diamond Valley.
Ruby Menace sent to the penalty box for her attempt at blocking Vodka Bruiser. Bruiser goes to the inside line, just ducking around Crushy Amplet. 5 points for her trouble. Lioness finally breaking away from that. Those 2 persistent blockers there from Diamond Valley. Diamond Valley going to mess things up.
Oh, with a big rush forward, just slamming down Crushy Amplet. That was Splatterpuss.
Check out the grin. Check out the grin on Crushy as she gets hit again by Splatterpuss.
It was a bit of a good work on the way through there from Crushy Amplet. That was a good one.
And referee signalling there that Inner West did not complete their initial pass. So if you're able to see, I'm not sure what it is that you can see at home, but you might see the inside referee there, or the jam referee, making like a C with his hand. I'm not sure what that stands for. Did not complete the initial pass.
Every jam ref has their own little quirks with their hand signals. And Venus Thigh Slap, twirling on the inside line to get the lead while she has the power jam.
Velvet Whiplash, an illegal procedure there. something to do with the way that she re-entered after her penalty, possibly that she didn't wait long enough behind the blockers.
And Venus Thigh Slap just glided through for the big 5 points. And looks like Diamond Valley have another blocker trapped at the back. That looks like it's Ruby Menace. And Venus Thigh Slap deciding that she will take her 10 points and call it off. Though Velvet Whiplash is still sitting in the penalty box.
So it's not until 10 seconds to go that she can stand. Vodka Bruiser, though, she is certainly going to take advantage of this power jam. Only three blockers from Diamond Valley on the track, 4 blockers from Inner West, and they pull it to the pivot line. Diamond Valley going for the assist.
Sorry, we've seen the resurgence of the pivot line here this weekend.
Luna Doom thinking she knocked someone out of bounds, heading to the back of the pack there. Jammer is coming back on, Velvet Whiplash with the star. Luna Doom with pivot stripe. Will we see a panty pass?
I think this is the first time I've seen Luna Doom with the pivot stripe on, so I feel like that might be in part of the plan as a backup just to help out Velvet Whiplash if she needs it.
Velvet there having a good go on her own. Chevy Chase sets the penalty box for a back block.
Luna Doom did a great job there to hold on to Vodka Bruiser as long as she could.
Vodka Bruiser charging on to get lead Jammer. Confusing calls. Platypus looking a little confused about what the call was for. Doesn't matter. She leaves the track. Velvet Whiplash re-entering behind Campaign. A good awareness there. It would have been easy as to jump in just in front of her, but avoiding that extra track cut.
Just keeping that eye on Campaign. She's been quite good at leading them back, and at the last second just chucking on an extra couple of centimetres to get the cut track.
It's about that explosive power that some of these players have. Campaign certainly able to start from 0 and go to 100 in no time at all.
So Luna Doom Rochelle playing a little defensive work there on the line.
Only 2 blockers from Inner West on the track.
Looks like we might have 2 blockers apiece. Very light on out there in the pack.
Lots of room to see what's happening. Chevy Chase back on the track, blocking for Inner West. Inner West in the dark colours. Both teams blue and black.
Ginger Roger trying to work with Lex Rex. Great work there, stopping the extra point, so it was 3 apiece there from both jammers.
Scoreboard still leaning heavily to Diamond Valley, 79 points to 27. 52 points the difference. I think that's the biggest gap that Inner West has faced this weekend.
I've been watching this derby, I'm pretty sure that scoreline does not reflect what's going on. As Boxy Lady hits the line again for Inner West, and Venus Thigh Slap sways away into the pack.
Boxy looking for the sneaky up the inside line, but denied all access. She's there again, Crushy Amplet trying to give her a hand. Very stationary crew of blockers there. Venus Thigh Slap, nothing to do with the blockers, she's just out there skating on her own.
Slappuccino and Campaign working very well there together out in front.
5 foot feisty joining her. No initial pass again from Inner West, 3 points for the Diamond Valley.
Another big shout out to our referees and NSOs. Our referees have been having to keep up with some blistering pace all weekend, and we have an official review called by Diamond Valley. They've called the official review, but they're using it as a timeout.
There's only 6 minutes left in this half. Scoreboard currently indicating that they're using a timeout as a timeout, but it's actually an official review. So that'll get recredited to them, so that they have that up their sleeve for the next half. And just letting you know about some of our other sponsors here today. We have BSS Lighting, Audio Visual. They do sales and hire of installation of audio, visual and lighting systems. They do commercial and domestic applications. They keep us in the light as well. So thank you to BSS Light Audio Visual. We also have Busy Boxes.
Have you seen the bum boxes?
I have seen the pizza bum boxes. Who doesn't want to stick their bum in a pizza box?
They are amazingly comfortable. They are a revolution. Get your bum in a bum box.
It's a pizza bum box revolution. You've got to be a part of that. Check out Busy Boxes and more. Vodka Bruiser, jamming on the inside there, trying to find a gap, being held back solidly, loose cannon bracing.
Luna Doom flew through on the inside to get the lead.
Ginger Roger sent off for a multiplayer block. A new phenomenon in this new age of derby where 3 walls means you're touching someone. Luna Doom pulling that jam off, but 1 point, 2 points given. Change your fingers, it's confusing. 2 points. Diamond Valley really starting to stick their neck out a bit, holding back Inner West and holding their own when they need to.
Their blockers seem to ramp it up a bit on the defensive. Velvet Whiplash staring down the 3. Diamond Valley, Slappuccino wearing the staff for Diamond Valley. But looks like Velvet Whiplash has got the lead out in front for Inner West.
Showing some real confidence on her skates there to duck left and right.
Slappuccino wearing the staff for the first time in this bout. And Velvet Whiplash copying some Whiplash.
Slow falls there from Inner West, that's really going to hurt them. 2 points added against their lead. 3 points added for Inner West, but that's only 1 point for all that trouble.
It was almost as though they were just focusing so intently on trying to help get Velvet Whiplash through. They missed Slappuccino flying around the track about to slam into the pack.
She skates at 1,000,000 miles an hour, so Slappuccino, captain of the Diamond Valley Roller Derby Club.
And Boxy Lady just eyeballing Venus Thigh Slap on the line. Both jammers
Mesmerised like the rest of us. Ginger Roger doing a bit of a pirouette there, giving Boxy Lady a hand. All blockers on board, trying to help their jammer through. Now that Venus is back to the pack, she needs to get past Lee Rex and Lioness. Quick turn, quick call. No time being wasted. 5 points for Diamond Valley. I think at this stage they certainly are looking like the dominant force on the track.
They are indeed, and that takes nothing away from Inner West. They are working incredibly hard, including their blockers with some excellent blocking work, but they're just such a dominant force. The jammers for the Diamond Valley, very strong. They almost should all be called Miley Cyrus because they come in like a wrecking ball and smash their way through.
Terrible. Chevy Chase knocked out of bounds with Vodka Bruiser. Vodka Bruiser now with a big hit from Crushing Amplet.
Carnage in amongst the crowd. And Luna Doom taking advantage and getting out of it as the lead for Inner West.
Vodka Bruiser still stuck behind Bonnie Doom. Bonnie Doom wanting to go after her, but not a good idea. Luna trying on the outside line, calls that jam off. 4 quick points added to Inner West's score. Closing the gap a little. That's 65. 55 points the difference. Oh man.
It's early. It's day 3. Math. It's not a thing. We're Englishing, not mathing. Slappuccino back on the line for Diamond Valley and Velvet Whiplash. Velvet Whiplash there with the little assist for a block is just tapping Slappuccino into the middle of them as she pushes her way through at the front against Diamond Valley.
Velvet, interestingly enough, trying to go through the middle. A track cut call for Ginger Roger. Slappuccino through his lead jammer.
Inner West had hold of it. Oh, great little apex jump on the inside there.
Velvet Whiplash, shoulder to shoulder with Slappuccino. Slappuccino sent off for a penalty for skating out of bounds. I'm not sure where that happened, but Velvet picks up 5 points.
I think that was called when the apex jump happened. But Velvet Whiplash with a big smile on the wall. She's going to take advantage of this power jam. Oh, being chased down there by 5-foot Feisty, living up to her name, but Velvet Whiplash getting the big 5 points for Inner West. She's going to be wanting to rack up as many as she can in this jam. Just over a minute to go in the period.
Velvet forced out about to the outside, but Reprimanda falling over as well. That allows Velvet 5 points. Velvet wanting to call that jam off. Not able to, of course. This jam will go the full 2 minutes. Velvet unhappy that she's not leading, can't call that jam off. We really are sitting close to the play, aren't we?
She's just hoping, please, come on.
Let it be over. 5 points added. Slappuccino leading from in front as team captain.
Velvet Whiplash is just pinballing around.
Big hit there from Loose Cannon, taking Jammer down. Ginger Rogers, though, on her knees as well.
I think Slappuccino was called at the end of that. She's just looking to the referees for confirmation.
Ginger very unhappy with the hit she just received there. Timeout being called from Inner West. Inner West would like to be a little less scrappy in this game. They're just going to centre themselves. Some of the hits there are a little bit borderline, I feel.
Very close. The referees are all over the action. We respect them and understand they do have a different angle from us, but there are some.
Absolutely different angle. It's so much easier to see from where they are standing, and of course there are 7 of them.
And looks like we've got ourselves one more jam here in the first half. Slappuccino starting it off in the penalty box. They did end up calling the forearm penalty.
Head referee Refucius there. Possibly the most polite man involved in roller derby.
He is. Please and thank you. And very, very friendly to his scoreboard over here.
Okay, and the team tactics there from Inner West call that a timeout with 1 second left on the clock, and that allows them the extra jam. They need to have as many jams as they possibly can to try and address the gap.
They're doing exactly what NSOs love as well, that 1 second call the timeout.
Because the NSOs haven't had a big weekend at all.
No. Tell you what, everyone's looking forward to some beverages at the after party to relax. Luna, flying around the outside, gets the lead on the power jam. Excellent assisting there from her blockers.
Slappuccino still seated in the penalty box there. Luna's got the full 30 seconds. She asks for a bit of an assist from her people.
Bonnie Doom copying a massive hit there. I believe that was penalty box.
Luna through for a 5-point pass. Please ignore the time on the screen. It's not period 2, it's still period 1. This is the last jam for period 1. Luna forced to the inside.
As Slappuccino slaps away back into the pack.
Slappuccino taken out by Chevy Chase. Hipstone Liza holding her back with Crushy Amplet.
Great work from Inner West blockers, holding on to Slappuccino.
Bonnie Doom digging in low there.
That is no mean feat. Slappuccino is quite dominant on her skates. It's excellent work there from Inner West.
And that was enough to put the pressure on Luna Doom. She needs to call that jam off after 5 points. A great way to finish the first half there. Diamond Valley certainly dominant in that first half, certainly going in with some confidence, but Inner West clawing back that momentum. They're going to look to make some changes. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes. on the track with the Diamond Valley Roller Derby Club, the Rough Cut Rollers. Rollers. Easy for them to say. And they are up against Inner West Skate Crashers. Inner West, a suburb or an area in Sydney where the hipsters hang.
And Diamond Valley, hailing from Melbourne, Victoria.
Diamond Valley very early on, putting their big foot stamp right in the middle of the track there. 97 on the board.
I'd say it's the big hips and the strong thighs that have been laying the smackers down.
There's been some amazing leg power, particularly from the jammers who just get right in there and just charge through.
And we've got Venus Slab going out there to start off the second half of Diamond Valley. Luna Doom starting it off for Inner West Skate Crashers and getting herself the lead.
She only has about a quarter of a track lead. And we have seen enormous amounts of pressure put on jammers from other jammers.
Super speed around the track.
Luna through for 4, calls that jam off. Neither side wasting time, both sides wanting as many jams as they possibly can.
Great work there from Luna, did manage to stop any points from Venus Slab. It hasn't been very often that we've seen Venus Slab shut down to 0 points. And Boxy Lady putting on the star again for the Skate Crashers. Vodka Bruiser ready to rumble on out for Diamond Valley.
Foxy Lady crisscrossing across the back of those blockers, shoved out of bounds, taking Ginger Roger with her.
And Vodka Bruiser just saw an opening on the inside, stepped away through.
Vodka Bruiser avoiding Crushy Amplet.
Ginger Roger Lady was called for the track cut, so we do have ourselves a power jam for Vodka Bruiser.
Vodka Bruiser using the outside line to her advantage, 5 points added. Crushy Amplet to the penalty box. Penalties will become important in the last quarter, I feel.
It's going to become very important. These skaters need to try and stay out of that penalty box, or I fear we might have a foul out. There have been a lot of whistles in this game so far. Vodka Bruiser calling it off just as Boxy Lady hit the back of the pack.
And as we've seen all weekend, Vodka Bruiser, terrific awareness of the other players, giving Boxy absolutely no opportunity, but certainly taking as many points as she could.
Vodka Bruiser possibly had another opportunity there. I'm not sure if Boxy Lady had made her initial pass.
You make a good point there.
She could have possibly
10 points could have been maybe 14.
Or even 11. That 1 point might be the difference. Velvet Whiplash now pushing at the back for Skate Crashers, and Slappuccino now getting in on the action.
Slappuccino giving her a little bit of a lift. Slap's called for the lead jammer. Forearm block given to Pepper Vendetta. And Velvet is through. Helmet hand in hand.
We've seen a lot of that this weekend as well.
Bonnie Doom having work to do on her own, trying to hold back Slappuccino. Bench manager, Indiana Bones, urging his team to speed it up. Velvet unable to get those hips past those one blocker's hips. No points added to Inner West.
Lioness has a finger in the air, hoping. Come on, surely it was just a one.
That is the Canadian in her wanting to be helpful. Referee, you didn't see her hips correctly. That was 1 point.
But I bet you she apologised afterwards as well. I'm sorry.
Before she said it, she would have apologised, and then after again.
Luna Doom on the line for Skate Crashers and Venus Thigh Slab. Must find out what that sway is about. It works for her though. Venus Thigh Slab out in front with the lead.
Luna breaks through as well. Loose cannon sent off for a back block, I think. Venus makes it through, calls that jam off. Again, everything very, very close. No points added to Inner West. Score 4 for Diamond Valley. Diamond Valley sitting pretty comfortably, 115, playing 68.
Fast action derby here happening on track 4. Still seeing the hit it and put it derby.
Psycho Dico, not very many star passes. I think there's only been one so far.
Yes, the Jam is very confident in holding on to their stars, even to the point of holding on to them for themselves with their star stashes.
Is that a good tactic though? Should we be seeing more star passes with this much difficulty getting through the initial pass?
It's a possibility, could take the advantage when you do have your pivot in front. It's worth assessing the situation and seeing if you do want to pass that star out to your pivot. Save yourself the hassle of trying to work through these very tough attacks.
I guess it also means you need to be an arm's length away from that pivot, and that's not always the case when you've got four very determined blockers trying to stop you.
This is true, especially for someone like me with T-Rex arms.
And Lioness, again, we see her being helpful. I'm sorry, please, thank you. There's a bit of a track maintenance issue over there. Thank you, I'm sorry. That was exactly what she said.
I'm pretty sure that was also in the maple syrup. And bake.
What's that about?
What's it all about?
There is a phenomenon for Lioness, a little bit different now that we call them games, but she did used to run around the house, skipping through, going, it's boot day, it's boot day. Where's the boot box? Thank you to our sponsors, Nikki Wallace. Nikki Wallace designed and made the webpage for TGSS. You can check that out. It operates forevermore, so you can actually check it out and see what's coming up. TGSS takes a good 2 years to plan, so you've got to keep up with all the happenings and get your expressions of interest in with lots of time.
Jump on the website, register your interest, get the newsletters and the updates. I love my newsletters from TGSS.
They are actually love letters, aren't they?
They are love letters. They're awesome. You can also see when the merch is going on pre-sale.
And that merch is limited edition stuff. So this year it's been 80s prom, and the 80s prom has filtered down into the very tacky merch.
It has indeed. The 80s prom, brought to you by Rydell Skates.
The Rydell 80s prom.
Rydell High 80s prom. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you also to Cove Print. They've made some fabulous banners. It's a really fun, fancy place to be here at the Adelaide Showgrounds. They've done a fantastic job. It's very, very clearly signed. You're not going to get lost. But it's also quite a festive space. Apart from the fact that it's an Arctic breeze blowing right up the back of my neck, up and over, and my hair is actually frozen at its very follicles. But festive all the same.
I'm just concerned when this bout finishes. I'm not going to be able to stand up. I'm pretty sure I can't feel my toes.
Take a chair with you. Just go and sit back in our igloos while we wait for the next game to start. Probably 12 degrees or something. You know, we're whinging like it's 3.
It's an Arctic wind. I'm pretty sure I just saw a penguin slide by.
I think the penguin was complaining about how cold it was.
I would not want to be one of these players having to deal with landing on this ice-cold track either. It's bad enough that it's some shiny concrete, but it's also super freezing concrete.
And just giving you an idea, on the Saturday, Diamond Valley played Blue Mountains Roller Derby League. They won that game by 120 points. That was 268 to 148. Inner West on the same day played someone and they scored something. Maybe it was Wollongong where they scored 182 versus 172.
And Luna Doom has blasted out in front. Slappuccino, has she run out of steam? Working hard at the back, being held by Inner West. Great work there from Chevy Chase.
The level of fitness of these players, I don't think there's anyone running out of steam. These guys have been going hell for leather for the last 2 days and they're still good to go.
Slappuccino has found a way through the inside. Luna Doom on her scoring pass. Quick points, call it off.
And you see Luna holding out her right hand there because her fingers have actually got frostbite. Not able to call that jam off with her right hand, having to use her cold but still functioning left hand.
Maybe that's what's happened with the referees. Maybe that's what the C is about. He's just frozen into a claw. Velvet Whiplash with the star on for Inner West. Skate Crashes and Venus Thigh Slap with the star on for Diamond Valley. Both having a bit of a dance on the jammer line.
Diamond Valley going up the inside line. Venus is lead jammer. There's some mashing about the inside there. Velvet trying to get through. You can see her smile from here though. It's a hilarious trait that she has.
So the penalty was called. She was able just to step straight back onto the track, but Venus Thigh Slap has made her way around.
She's already scored 4. Velvet about to hit the back of the pack. There's only 2 blockers. Venus doing the right thing, calling that off and giving nothing to Inner West. And the other game that Inner West played on Saturday against the South Island Sirens. That was 199 to 123, and that was close right up until about the last quarter.
It was a great game.
All the penalties kicked in.
Vodka Bruiser laying a hit on Boxy Lady on the jammer line. Boxy Lady working away at the front. Just got the 2 blockers on track for Diamond Valley. And Vodka Bruiser called for a back block. Boxy Lady has herself a power jam. 1 blocker left to beat. That is Bash and Bronco. She's now been joined out by Campaign, I believe.
Neither of those blockers, of course, slouches on the track. They will provide as much interference as they can.
And Boxy Lady has found her way out of the pack. She used to lead on a power jam. She was held up for quite a long time there by Diamond Valley. Oh, comes a big hit, but stays on the skates. Great work. Getting the big 5 points on the board for Inner West, Boxy Lady. We do now see Vodka Bruiser standing in the penalty box.
And just to give you some information there, the previous game that Diamond Valley played, they scored 402 to Margaret Rivers 46. So they must be feeling pretty confident right about now.
So Vodka Bruiser is back on the track, but she has not made her initial pass, so Boxy Lady is going to try and squeeze out just a couple more points before she calls it off.
Big crush there, crushing Amplet, Chevy Chase dealing out that blow. Vixen Vaporizer supporting those blockers. Bruiser is through, that's her initial pass done. All eyes on the bench, Boxy calls that off, no point wasting time. She knew she couldn't get past Rochelle, so she calls that jam off. Fantastic blocking going on.
Superb blocking, the blockers just finding each other and holding on as tight as they can, like survivors of the Titanic. Because
it's about as cold as that.
Sure there's an iceberg coming our way.
See, the NSOs don't get to say anything on the street, but they're nodding, going, I know. Oh, well and good when you're skating around doing your thing. We're sitting doing our thing.
I thought they were nodding just because we were hilarious and amazing. That is true as well, I'm getting a thumbs up.
We need physio. We should go to Physio Fit. They are Adelaide's official physio provider.
Do they have muscle warming cream? I will take some of that. Denkara, any of it.
What about those ultraviolet lights that warm you up on the inside, like
I don't know what
through your muscles? It's kind of like I'm pointing to my arm here just in case you can't see me. It's like those ultrasounds that warms you up on the inside of your muscles.
Yeah, I need one of those right about now.
Oh, don't touch me.
My fingertips are frozen. I'm struggling to hold the microphone. I'm hugging it like it's hot coffee and pretending it is one. As Luna Doom and Venus Thigh Slap get ready to skate. Luna Doom getting on the dancing on the jammer line action. Venus Thigh Slap now fighting hard back against the Inner West.
And Lena skipping through the outside line, she is the jammer.
On a power jam, Venus Thigh Slap called for the forearm.
Do you think it was the forearms that were wiggling around in front at the beginning of the jam?
Possibly. They just got too excited about the dancing and wanted to keep on flowing.
Venus Thigh Slap, possibly part Canadian herself, apologising to the bench managers as she goes on through.
Great work from Luna Doom there to stay in the track.
5 points added for her troubles. She's going to have at least one more scoring pass.
We have Venus Dyslap now standing in the penalty box.
Blockers go in there a little to mess things up, and now staying back to draw the no pack, and that gets Luna through.
Luna will hold on, I believe, because Venus has not made her initial. Try and squeeze out a couple more points while she can.
Big block there from Teratoma just to keep things even. And Venus is through for her initial pass. Luna not wasting any time, not wasting any energy. 3 more points and then calls that jam off.
Very smart play here from both teams, just being so aware of exactly the positioning of the opposition jammers.
And if you have a look over at the benches, I'm not sure what vision you're getting, of course, but on the benches, both teams very, very calm. Both teams hanging out, not getting too fussed about stuff around them, and that's going to bring out the best in both of them.
It's super impressive to see everyone just, because cooler heads do prevail, they are maintaining, and Whiplash maintaining some excellent skating at the front.
Absolutely, quick to get up off from her knees, lead jammer. Vodka Bruiser, probably the most she's struggled this game. She looks like she's been hit in the face. Not called though, so we don't know.
Just double checking that she wasn't bleeding there.
No points for Diamond Valley. No points added for Inner West either.
Hopefully Vodka Bruiser is okay and won't need any medical assistance, but a big shout out to St. John's Ambulance, who've been fantastic all weekend, keeping our players safe.
There's a small trial with them too. It does feel very, it feels very comforting seeing all the equipment here, and thankfully not very utilised. Boxy Lady able to stay and bounce there on the outside line. She gets a big hit. That was 5 foot feisty.
Venus Dyslap has found the inside line, getting some instructions from her benches on the way through. She has got the lead. And Boxy Lady smashing her way out of the pack.
That's got to add to the confidence there after a few of those track cut penalties.
Good to see she hasn't let those throw her though. She has had a couple of the track cuts, but just calms herself down, shakes it off. Let's try this again. Luna Doom and Vodka Bruiser. Inner West just looking for one more blocker. Hey guys, come and help us out.
Anyone?
Two on the pack there for Diamond Valley. But those two are Splatterpuss and ducking down super low. It looks like Bash and Bronco there assisting. Luna Doom out with the lead. Vodka Bruiser is out of the pack now as well.
All of the Inner West blockers on the track. Luna going from the middle to the edge. 3 points and denying points to Diamond Valley. Things are swinging Inner West's way. Diamond Valley's lead now only 24 points.
They have really clawed their way back there. Inner West, some solid jamming, getting the lead quite a number of times in a row. The blockers managing to contain Venus Dyslap. Velvet Whiplash, I think just trying to keep warm there on the line with a few squats.
She goes to the middle and tries the inside. Not easy getting past Pepper Vendetta. She finds a way though on the outside, and another power jam for Velvet as Venus gets sent for a forearm.
She was sent for a forearm, tried to duck straight into the penalty box. I was told you've passed the point of no return, you've got to do the long skate all the way around. So that's got some extra seconds there for Velvet Whiplash.
This game really is coming down to seconds, isn't it? Like, you can see the way they're so desperate to call things off very quickly. 5 points for Velvet.
It's a game of seconds and single digits. It really is trying to squeeze that one extra, past that one extra skater.
Velvet is having a cracker of a weekend. This is only, she's only pretty much jammed 2 other games before coming to this weekend. To be jamming at this level, towards the top here of Division 2, she's doing an absolutely brilliant job. And having the awareness to see Venus Thigh Slap coming on the track. Any opposition jammer should be concerned when that vision is in your reach.
If you're trying to find your way back up to the track when you're being recycled a long, long way back, and the first thing you see right on the back is the opposition jammer re-entering. Yeah, you're going to want to call that off quickly.
Venus Thigh Slap has had an absolute cracker of a weekend as well. She's probably been the main point scorer for the Diamond Valley.
Rochelle, no slouch with the star for Diamond Valley either. Charging back out as Luna Doom is working away at the back.
Rochelle now engaging Ginger Roger, Lee Rex and Chevy Chase. Nearly getting away from Chev. Chev managing to stay in bounds, and that forces Rochelle to go back to the back of the blockers. Luna calling that jam off.
Getting the lead and calling it off very quickly. No points apiece.
Some confusion there. Luna saying there might have been a no pass, no penalty, but I'm not sure how that would have changed her tactic.
Refucius going over to have a chat. We do have an official time out called.
Referees are just going to confer about that. They're feeling okay. They're going to start again. Boxy lady with the starry pants. Venus Thigh Slap jamming on the inside line, going to the outside now. Both packs ducking and weaving. Lioness sneaking up the back of the pack and getting a little block in. Unable to help Boxy through that time. Venus about to hit the scoring pack.
Boxy's been called for a forearm, so she has the long skates in the penalty box. And you know that Venus Thigh Slap is definitely going to take advantage of this power jam and squeeze as many points as she can out of every second she has. She has just a minute 15 in the jam.
She made that look super easy, just stepping through the inside line, past the pressure amplet. Calls that jam off with Boxy still sitting in the penalty box. Rochelle certainly will have no trouble making her initial pass, I feel. But still an interesting tactic to call that jam off when she was in the lead as the power jammer.
Anyway, so with some slight confusion, they have 5 blockers on. They thought, we'll destroy everybody at Rochelle. Thinking better of it because the referees don't like when you do that. So Rochelle against the wall of Inner West. Just the 4 blockers out there, but they are doing a fantastic job.
Those blockers, Luna Doom with the pivot pat. Chevy Chase giving her a cuddle. Rochelle finally through. Hips don't lie, providing the bridge for that pack.
There's a great hold there from Inner West. Halfway around the track before she got out, but Rochelle just stepping away around for a big 5-point pass.
Boxy lady on the track, panty in hand. Luna Doom now has the panty. One of those star passes we talked about. Luna keeps on marching on to the outside.
And she's managed to sneak out of the pack with the star. Unnoticed, I think the blockers didn't quite see that. They thought that Boxy lady still had it in her hand. Or maybe they were confused by the giant star on those sparkly pants.
And Inner West keeping some of the blockers on the track there. They're the veteran skaters there.
So Luna Doom is now going to put the star on all by itself.
Nothing underneath.
It's the best way to wear panties.
Commando, really. Luna Doom going to the inside line, going the same way as Venus Thigh Slap.
Taking advantage of that little opening there that the Diamond Valley opened up for their jammer. Luna said, I like the looks of that. The way she goes, got the lead. Venus is now out as well. Luna Doom, I feel we'll see some hit it, quit it, quick points and calling it off.
Luna does so back with 3 points added to their score. Very clear calls coming from both benches, making the life of the players a little bit easier.
Velvet Whiplash wearing the star on the line for Inner West. And Rochelle back on the line for Diamond Valley.
I think the biggest motivation here for players is to keep moving, because if you don't keep moving, you're going to freeze on the spot, much like we are. Rochelle certainly saying, yes, she's nodding as she goes past the commentator's box going, wow, it really is cold. Velvet Whiplash saying, yes, that's why I'm scared to skate too fast.
Oh, Rochelle slamming away to the front of the pack. Heading Lioness, gets the 4 points and calls it off.
Terrific pressure there from Diamond Valley. 150 points now, playing 115.
Luna Doom putting the start back on for the skate crashes. Venus thigh slap on the line.
Venus thigh slap finds a gap on the outside line. I'm not sure whether she cut that track. Referees say yes, she did. Past the point of no return. It's extra stress for her.
And Luna Doom has herself lead jam on a power jam with the opposition jammer having to skate the long way around, so getting those precious extra seconds.
Opposition jammer going to the penalty box with the opposition's pivot. And by opposition, I really do mean Diamond Valley.
Luna Doom working away at the front of the pack. 5 foot feisty with the last little love tap on the way out. Big 5 points for the skate crashers.
Luna going up the inside line. One leg through for 5 points. Inner West blockers resetting. They see both the pivot and the jammer standing for Diamond Valley.
Luna Doom telling her blockers where she wants them. Venus thigh slap does still have to make her initial pass, so Luna Doom takes the 5 points. Sees Venus flying out, decides to call it off. This does not look good for Inner West. Looks like
Lee Rex, an injury to her knee. Lee Rex has an existing injury to her knee, but because the jam wasn't called off because of her injury, there's no need for her to sit out 3 jams. She'll be able to go back on the track whenever she's physically able to do so.
Hopefully she is okay to do so. She got up a little gingerly, but hopefully, fingers crossed, she is okay. Rochelle now slamming, crushy airflip, laying out Rochelle.
That was a thunderous block. And Inner West are really digging down hard. You see Crushy and Chevy Chase there, the 2 blockers left.
Boxy Lady did get out in front, looks to advance, they tell her to call it off. Boxy Lady the lead, Rochelle overtaking her. Venus thigh slapping on the start for Diamond Valley. And by the looks of it, I think Inner West are going to call themselves a timeout, keeping their players off the track right now.
I bet they wish they brought a heater.
I want a heater.
And we do have some sponsors to say thank you to. The first one, most obvious one perhaps, Adelaide Showgrounds. What a terrific venue they have here. Good, smooth, even floors, good ventilation, terrifically clean toilets, and food. These are like some of my favourite things. So thank you so much to Adelaide Showground. Adelaide Roller Derby League have put in a bid to host the World Cup here.
Fingers crossed for that one. That's in 2017 if they get it.
It's going to be fun times.
It's going to be awesome.
We also have Spank Alley to thank. They have top quality armbands, helmet covers, compression pants, lots of other cool stuff.
I believe I heard they have onesies. I need to go and get myself. I have put my onesie back. It's not onesie Sunday anymore, but I am so cold. I have put my onesie back on.
I feel you need another onesie. Or maybe a doona. We really should have brought doonas. The clinic are warm.
Is it a onesie squared or is it a twosie? She'll have to do some investigation into this.
I think they know that maths is hard, but they persist. Luna Doom shrugging off the cold, back on the jammer line.
Venus Slice Lab trying to throw away the cold with the shaking. Luna Doom shrugging it off as well. Oh, Luna Doom! Great work smashing her way through on the inside for the lead. Venus Slice Lab has blasted out as well.
Smashing away the blocker, but then sprinting up the inside line. That explosive pace that we talked about that's been successful for blockers and jammers.
Excellent work there from Luna Doom. So 1 point managed to be put on the board as well by Venus.
And the gap now, 19 points.
Velvet Whiplash once again hitting the line for the skate crashes, and Rochelle hitting the line for Diamond Valley. Both of these jammers have been working exceptionally hard out here. And once again having to earn their way through. Velvet Whiplash so finds the outside and gets the lead.
There's a star pass going on. You see Inner West is frenzied around the star, trying to stop it from being passed. They seem to have done that. Rochelle still has it in her hand.
She's still trying to find her pivot, or is she going to take it alone?
Velvet being taken down by Splatterpuss. And Vodka Bruiser now has the star. Absolute persistence that drove that. 5 points added to Inner West, closing that gap a little.
I have noticed both teams with the scores being quite tight.
14 points the difference.
The time running out. They have started to put a few of their jammers out there with the pivot pantheon, just giving themselves double the options.
Cheeky fellas.
Cheeky. And we've got a high rotation on Luna Doom and Venus Dice Lab.
It's just because they want to see the arms, I feel.
They like having a dance off by the looks of it. Luna Doom deciding she wants to get in on the action as well. And Venus Dice Lab out in front with the lead.
Lee Rex unable to hold her back. But Luna is through as well. About a half a track in it. Inner West braces, but in the wrong spot. She goes through the outside line. Scores 4, pulls it off. Pepper Vendetta sent off for skating out of play, I believe. Blocking out of play.
Campaign just giving a little hello to the camera there on our way through.
Diamond Valley with a very strong following online. Saw that yesterday with the live feed. They'll have to wait a little bit to watch this one back though.
Boxy Lady copping a thumping from Rochelle. Both skaters stay up on their feet.
Rochelle back on Chevy Chase's chest.
Boxy Lady being thrown out on the inside. Rochelle is out in front for the lead. Boxy Lady hitting that very cold concrete. Nice little love tap from Vodka Bruiser.
Star in hand, looking to pass it to Bonnie Doom.
And
Rochelle through for a 5-point pass. Pardon me, it's not Bonnie Doom, it's Chevy Chase. Chevy just a few metres behind Rochelle. Star in hand. Rochelle falling. Chev unable to put any points on the board.
That looked like that was a big fall. Might have got the wind out of her sails. Venus Dice Lab back on the line against Luna Doom. You've got me saying Bonnie Doom now. We just want to say hi to Bonnie Doom.
Other Doom sisters.
Luna Doom,
Big Doom and Little Doom.
Big Doom and Little Doom. And hello to all of the Doom family. Luna Doom on the line.
It's like they're a sponsor, isn't it?
It's just because they've got a great name. And Luna Doom on the inside. Blasting up for the lead for the skate crashes. Venus Dice Lab has found her way out.
Lioness in the pack, they're lucky to avoid the track cut. Stopped herself from going on at the last moment. Luna forced to call that jam, 3 points added to Inner West score.
Venus Dice Lab there just doing the little, oh, I thought it was so close to getting a point, but the referee says none for you.
2 minutes, 20 points the difference. Velvet Whiplash back out there. 2 minutes left, that's got to be like 3 jams, I'm guessing.
The way these jams have been going, I reckon there will be at least 3 jams.
very possibly 4 jams, which makes it achievable. But the way that Diamond Valley have been blocking, it's going to be a very, very big ask.
We have seen quite a number of power jams this weekend, though. Oh, Campaign there, just throwing Velvet Whiplash off the track. Rochelle now trying to find her way around the outside, back onto the inside. Chevy Chase taking her off and forcing her to recycle back.
Teratoma now taking Rochelle on her front.
And Vodka Bruiser on the wrong end of the whistle. She's got the long J round to the penalty box.
Track cut called on Velvet Whiplash. Celebrations there in the centre as that call was made.
Oh, nice hit there from Chevy Chase.
Rochelle having to get past Teratoma, Chevy Chase and Ginger Roger. Getting a bit of a hand there by Campaign.
Teratoma caught a massive hit from Splatterforce, but stayed on the skates. And well done here, Inner West, just holding on to Rochelle. This is no easy feat.
One to beat Rochelle, Ginger Roger possibly with a low block. The time is running, 27 seconds to go. Velvet Whiplash, maybe she made it onto the track, I'm not sure, there would have been a second in that.
She made it on just in time, so we will have 2 jammers starting it off for us. And we have a timeout. Timeout's called by Inner West.
Inner West wanting to reset. And just giving you a quick reminder of who played today. For Inner West Roller Derby League, the skate crashes. We have Hips Don't Lies, Vixen Vaporizer, Ginger Roger, Boxy Lady, Luna Doom, Rudy Menace, Loose Cannon, Chevy Chase, Bonnie Doom, Lee Rex, Crushy Amplet, Velvet Whiplash, Teratona, and Lioness. And benching for them we've had Pants and Bernie Ouchie.
For Diamond Valley Roller Derby Club, we've had Campaign, Vodka Bruiser, Buster Seams, Rochelle, 5 Foot Feisty, Venus Thigh Slap, Reprimander, Skate Invader, Penalty Box, Pepper Vendetta, Fashion Bronco, Splatterpuss, Slappuccino, and Indiana Bones, and Smack Winner on the bench.
And the competitive nature of this game has really brought out the best in both teams. It's been a very enjoyable game to watch.
We do have one more jam up our sleeve. 20 points in it. I have seen 30-point jams here this weekend, so you just never know what's going to happen.
Certainly not impossible, and that's really what Luna's going to be hoping for.
Going head-to-head against Venus Thigh Slap.
Inner West getting down super low.
Getting behind Inner West. But Venus Thigh Slap has got out in front for the lead.
She calls that jam off with 1 second left on the clock. Inner West with one more time out. And that, I believe, is the unofficial final score, 160 to 140. We just need to confirm.
I think Venus Thigh Slap at the point of sheer exhaustion. That is it. We are done and dusted.
What an amazing game. Terrific semi-final. Venus Thigh Slap having some difficulty getting up. Both teams getting in there. What a tremendous game. Very, very competitive. Very, very close. Neither team looked like losing at any point, really.
Inner West doing a great job to bring their way back from they were down at the half-time, but excellent work, both teams. Some epic derby.
Thank you so much to the referees and the non-skating officials. They have done an amazing job here in these Arctic conditions. Thank you also to my fellow commentator, Psycho Dyko.
Thank you very much, Melodrama.
We will see you at the next game.